Follow the instructions.
The most important laboratory safety rule is rule number 1. You should follow instructions. Let us be attentive to instructions before starting and even after finishing the laboratory work.
Wear your proper laboratory attire.
This is safety rule because your clothing is one of your best forms of protection against an accident. For any science lab, wear covered shoes, long pants.
Sandals and other open-toed footwear leave your feet vulnerable to burns and broken bones.
Keep your hair up so it can fall into your experiment or flame.
Make sure you wear protective gear as needed. Basics include a lab coat and safety goggles. You may also need gloves, hearing protection, and other items depending on the nature of the experiment.
Wash your hands before and after the lab experiment. Hand washing is a primary safeguard against exposure to toxic chemicals or biological agents. Always wash your hands before leaving the laboratory, even though you use gloves. Don't eat or drink in the laboratory.
Save your snacking for the canteen, not the lab. Don't eat or drink in the science laboratory.
Don't store your food or beverages in the same refrigerator that contains experiments, chemicals, or cultures.
Don't taste or sniff the chemicals.
Tasting and smelling some chemicals can be dangerous or even deadly. The best way to know what's in a container is to label it. So get in the habit of making label for glassware before adding the chemical and smell by wafting.
Don't use your phones during experiment. Phones and other devices can also be a carrier of harmful viruses and bacteria. Using them in certain settings can result in contamination of sterile working areas. Know what to do with lab accidents. Accidents happen, but you can do your best to prevent them and have a plan to follow when they occur. Most laboratories have a plan to follow in the event of an accident. One particularly important safety rule is to tell your instructor if and when that accident occurs. Know the location of the safety equipments.
Know the location of safety equipments. When things went wrong, it is very important to know the location of safety equipments and how to use them.
Do not engage in any pranks or horseplay during lab activity. Another important safety rule is to act responsibly in the lab. The laboratory is not the place for horseplay. You could break glassware, annoy others, and potentially cause an accident. Do keep notes. Write proper laboratory procedures, observations, and instructions in a laboratory notebook with permanent binding and large pages. Lab notebooks help keep track of data, maintain records of experiments, and facilitate thinking. Practice CLAYGO or Clean As You Go. The Clean As You Go method involves taking opportunities to clean continually throughout the working day and making cleaning part of your daily routine to ensure that surfaces, equipment, waste, and the premises are clean, hygienic, and clutter-free. Clean up all laboratory equipment, materials, supplies, and work surfaces before leaving the lab. Make sure Bunsen burners and other sources of heat or gas are properly turned off.